Let's look at one of the seats in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne that very much seen as a Labor potential gain. It's the one seat that was won by the Liberals last election off Labor, 2.9% margin. But things have changed dramatically in that seat. We have Gladys Liu running against Jennifer Yang of the Labor Party. And Julia Banks, you will recall, was the former member for Chisholm. She was the one that won that seat. She's defected from the Liberals. She's left the seat of Chisholm and is running in the seat of Flinders. So they've got all those dramas to manage the Liberal Party. On top of that, there is a swing to the Labor Party, it seems, across that part of Victoria. Let's go live to Patrick Murrell in the seat of Chisholm. What's the turnout like this morning, Patrick? We know that the community, there is a large population of Asian Australians, and this an example where you've got representing the two major parties women of Chinese heritage.
Yeah, that's right, Kieran. That's actually the first time this has happened in Australian politics. Both candidates for the major parties, first-generation Chinese Australians. And it's no surprise that it's happened here in Chisholm. It's a very multicultural electorate, a very significant Chinese population, particularly around the Box Hill area. And winning that Chinese community vote will be extremely important in winning the seat. So we've seen both parties campaign hard for that vote. There's been a lot of campaigning on the Chinese social media platform WeChat, leaflets handed out in the Chinese language, and a lot of placards here are actually in the Chinese language also. Julia Banks vacated this seat after she defected from the Liberal Party to sit as an independent, as you mentioned. She's now trying to oust Government Minister Greg Hunt in the seat of Flinders, about 120 kilometres south of here. So Gladys Liu is running for the Liberal Party and Jennifer Yang for the Labor Party. Now, two big issues here, and that's to do with the population. A lot of elderly people are concerned about franking credits, whereas the large student population very concerned about climate change. So two very divisive issues there. I did speak to Jennifer Yang, though, a bit earlier. She's just behind me handing out how to vote cards. She says she's confident that people want change in government.
I think in general, the general feeling is people really want to see a change. And so I feel quite positive, but of course we want to see until the 6 o'clock, and I do hope the Australia as a whole see there's a need for a change, a need for a government who will take a real action.
Now, this will be an important one for Labor to win, and if we do see the swings in the state election that we saw a few months ago here in Victoria replicated in the federal election, then Labor should claim it. Bill Shorten is expected to campaign here later this morning. Interestingly, both candidates have already voted, so it's not just ordinary people who have gotten on board that early voting bandwagon, it's political candidates too.